dear students, welcome to Geeta's classes. Now we are going to see double integrals in polar coordinates. We have seen completed double integrals and change of order of integration, everything in Cartesian coordinates we have seen. Now let us see the same double integrals in polar coordinates. For that you should understand what is polar coordinate system. Okay. See, in Cartesian coordinate system, what is x comma y? If you consider the point x comma y, for example, if you have here 1, 2, 3 in along y axis, this is along x axis. Suppose if you represent a point 2 comma 3, if you want to represent this point in the Cartesian coordinate system, what do you mean by that? You will measure 2 points in towards the x axis, right, in the x axis, and 3 you will count from y axis. Okay, this distance is y along y axis, this is 3. So 2 comma 3 you will represent this. Okay, this is the point, that is this distance is 3 along the y axis, this is 3 along the x axis. You will measure 2 units from x axis and 3 units from y axis. This is the measurement, right? So at this point we will mention that 2 comma 3. This is the point 2 comma 3. Right? 2 you have measured along the x axis, and 3 units you have measured along the y axis. This is the meaning. This is x comma y. Generally, if you write x comma y, this much distance, what is x, what is y? You should understand that. Similarly, in polar coordinates, generally p of r comma theta. As we are seeing in Cartesian coordinates, here we have r and theta. What do you mean by this r and what is theta? Let us see that. So here, as we have in the origin in Cartesian coordinates, here we have one point, it is called pole. This is the point pole. Okay, and similar to y axis, we will draw this line, and this is called the initial line. Similar to x axis, here we have this initial line. Along the initial line, theta value is equal to 0. Along this line, it is theta is equal to pi by 2. I'll tell you why. And here theta is equal to pi. That is how much you are rotating this initial line in the anti-clockwise direction. If you rotate this pi by 2, 90 degrees, you will get this line. Again, one more 90 degrees, you will get theta is equal to 180. Okay. And if you draw one line here, this is the point. Let us assume that this is the point P of r comma theta. That means this is the distance r. That is r length. This line we are rotating from the initial line theta degrees. From the initial line, measure r distance and you are rotating in the anti-clockwise direction theta degrees. Understood? So that is r and theta. R is the distance from the pole. Along the initial line you take the distance, that is r, and how much you are rotating from the initial line, that is our theta. So this is the line, this distance I have taken from the initial line, and we are rotating this along the in the anti-clockwise direction in how much degrees? Theta degrees we have rotated. So P of r comma theta, this is the meaning. Understood? So, and this is, if you rotate it 90 degrees, you will get it is similar to y axis. And if you rotate 180 degrees like this, then you will get theta is equal to pi. It is the opposite of x axis, negative x axis, like that. Okay. Now let us see some problems. Evaluate. Otherwise, the order of the integration, everything is going to be the same here. Okay, whatever we have followed there in Cartesian, it is almost similar. Only the limits, you should know how to find out the limits here. Evaluate integral 0 to pi, integral 0 to a sine theta r into Can you tell me the order now? Is it dr d theta or d theta dr? See, first if you write d theta and dr, first you have to integrate with respect to theta, then you have to substitute the limits. But here you have theta, right? So you cannot have theta first. So dr, it should be dr d theta. As we have done in the Cartesian coordinates, it is almost the order, everything is going to be the same. Okay. So first you have to integrate with respect to r, then substitute the values for r. After that you can have theta, then you can integrate with respect to theta. So if we integrate 0 to pi, you keep it as it is. R, if you integrate, you will get r squared by 2 from 0 to a sine theta into d theta. Okay. So integral 0 to pi, 1 by 2 I will take it outside. Then r squared you have, so a squared sine squared theta. Then minus 0, it will be 0 only. So r squared sine squared, a squared sine squared theta into d theta. Okay, our lower limit is 0. So a squared by 2 into integral 0 to pi sine squared theta. Integral 0 to pi. What is sine squared theta? I can write it as 1 minus, whenever you have power 2, either if it is 0 to pi by 2, you can directly substitute the formula, that is using gamma function and all. Otherwise you have to expand it. So 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2 into d theta. So I am taking this 2 also outside, so it will become a squared by 4 into integral 0 to pi. You have theta minus, 1 minus cos 2 theta. Directly I can integrate now. So 1 by 2 I have taken it outside. So 1 minus cos 2 theta. 1 if you integrate theta minus cos 2 theta, it is sine 2 theta divided by 2. Right? From 0 to pi. So which is equal to a squared by 4 into, when you substitute pi, it will become pi minus 0. For the first term, it will become pi minus 0 minus of, here, sine 0, sine 2 pi is also 0, sine 0 is also 0, so 0 minus 0 only. So a squared pi by 4 is the answer. Okay. So next problem, evaluate integral 0 to infinity, integral 0 to pi by 2, e power minus r squared into r into, this itself shows that r cannot be equal to pi by 2. The pi by 2 means it is theta value only, and infinity cannot be assigned for theta, therefore it should be for r. So it is understood, innermost integral is for theta, d theta dr. This is the order. Okay. So even if it is not given, you should know how to find out the, but if all the constants don't touch anything, whatever is given you have to follow as it is. When you have variables, you can check the order. Okay. So integral 0 to infinity e power minus r squared into r into theta, all are independent, so theta from 0 to pi by 2 into dr. Okay. So minus 0, theta is equal to pi by 2, right? So pi by 2 minus 0, right? Pi by 2 into integral 0 to infinity e power minus r squared into r into dr. So let us substitute r squared is equal to t, then it will become 2r dr is equal to dt. Therefore r is equal to 2r dr is dt. So I can multiply 2 and divide it by 2. Okay, so that it will become dt. Now when r is equal to 0, t is also 0. When r is equal to infinity, t is also infinity. Therefore this will become pi by 4 into, and I have e power minus r squared, right? So you will have one minus also. Here you can multiply by one minus, and here also you can multiply and minus both sides. Okay, so minus into minus, it will become plus. So minus pi by 4, I am taking minus pi by 4 outside, so that integral 0 to infinity e power minus r squared, so e power minus t into 2r dr will become dt. Wait, I need not even multiply this. Okay, I have substituted r squared is equal to t, so 2r dr is equal to, so I can write e power minus t into dt. So pi by 4 into, if you integrate, e power minus t by minus 1 from 0 to infinity. That is, now I'll take this minus outside, so minus pi by 4 into e power minus infinity, e power minus infinity minus of e power minus 0. Okay, so this will become minus pi by 4 into e power minus infinity 0 minus 1, which is equal to pi by 4 is the answer. Understood? If you substitute minus r squared is equal to t, then you should multiply and divide. Otherwise, I have substituted r squared is equal to t only. Therefore, you need not multiply and divide. Automatically, you will get. Now, limits are given. If sometimes, as we have done in Cartesian coordinate system, sometimes limits will not be given, some region will be given. So, let us see one problem in that. Evaluate double integral r cube into dr d theta over the area bounded between the circles r is equal to 2 cos theta and r is equal to 4 cos theta. Okay, so the region of integration you have to find out. We know r is equal to 2 cos theta is one circle and r is equal to 4 cos theta is another circle. These are all standard curves you should know. So this is one circle and this is another circle. This is one circle and this is another circle. Now the region is between these two. Okay, this is the region between the two circles. So inner circle is r is equal to 2 cos theta and this circle is r is equal to 4 cos theta. Okay, so this is the pole origin. And this side you can consider this as minus pi by 2 and this is theta is equal to pi by 2. This line is theta is equal to pi by 2. So I have to consider from this. See, now to find out the r value, you have to consider the strip here. Now it can be either dr d theta or d theta dr. Now let us find out first dr then d theta. Let us consider dr d theta, that will be easier here. What are the limits of r now? See, r, to find out the r, you consider the strip here and from which point to which point it will vary. So it will be from this line to this line it will vary, right? So r, both the ends you find the limits of r. This end is moving along the curve r is equal to 2 cos theta. R is equal to 2 cos theta. See, you can find out the points. How do you draw the circle? See, r is equal to, when you substitute theta is equal to 0, you will get r is equal to 2. This is the distance. This is the radius. Okay. Similarly, r is, if you substitute theta is equal to pi by 2. Theta is equal to pi by 2, then r is equal to 0. That means this is the distance. That is why it is coinciding with the pole. Similarly, if you substitute theta is equal to 0 for here, you will get r is equal to 4. Cos 0 is 1. So r is equal to 4. This is the distance of r. Like that you have to draw the curves. Okay. And now, Now I have considered in this, now we have to find out dr d theta. So limits of r, to find the limits of r, both the ends are moving along which curves you have to see. Left hand side it is moving along the line r is equal to 2 cos theta. Okay, it is not a single point. Okay, it is not straight line or something. It is a curve again 2 cos theta. And right hand side of this, both the ends you have to find out the limits of r. This is moving along which curve? R is equal to 4 cos theta. So these are the limits. R is equal to 2 cos theta to R is equal to 4 cos theta. Then theta varies from minus pi by 2. From this point to this line it is moving. Okay. So theta is equal to minus pi by 2 to theta is equal to plus pi by 2. Okay. So these are the limits for r and theta. Therefore, double integral over r cube dr d theta is equal to, now let us substitute these limits. So double integral over r cube dr d theta is equal to integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, integral 2 cos theta to 4 cos theta into r cube into dr d theta. This is the order. So integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, r power 4 by 4 from 2 cos theta to 4 cos theta into d theta. So 1 by 4 I am taking it outside, integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. If you substitute 4 power 4, so 256 cos power 4 theta minus 2 cos theta, so 2 power 4, so 16 cos power 4 theta into d theta. So it is equal to 256 cos power 4 theta is common. So 256 minus 16. So 240 divided by 4 into, this is cos power 4 theta is an even function. So I can write it as 2 into integral 0 to pi by 2 cos power 4 theta d theta. Okay. So it is equal to 240, this will become 2, this will become 120, right? So 120 into, if you 0 to pi by 2 cos power 4 theta, using gamma functions we can directly write 3 by 4 into 1 by 2 into pi by 2. In M1 we have studied these things. So 120 into 3 by 4. How to evaluate integral cos per m theta, sin per m theta and all. Same formulas only. So if you simplify, you will be getting 45 by 2 into pi. Okay. See, you can see this is 30 and this is 215. Right, so 45 by 2 into pi is the answer for this problem. So with this, double integrals are over. Next we will see triple integrals in the next class. And after triple integrals, we will see change of variables in both double integral and triple integrals. Thank you so much for listening.